Hello everyone, Cool1177 here, and today we are back in my lovely Lego City because I've just really been in that Lego City mood. Like, it's just a mood to just always want to keep working on things, even if I haven't finished my other project fully. So, of course, in the last Lego City video, we worked on my park, which you guys were completely on the other side of the Lego City. That can't really show you that without moving everything. So, that is not done yet. It's still not done. I have to go and buy things and stuff like that. It's just going to be a hassle. Today we're taking a look at this, which we recently redid earlier this year. And I mean, it's okay. There are some parts I like, some parts I don't. And I was pretty happy with it, to be honest. But with that park remodel, we do need a railway, and I don't see a reasoning to have two different railways if I haven't even finished this railway. So today, I am going to take this down. I'm not going to break it. Don't worry, guys. It's not going to be broken. I'm taking it down just because we don't have enough room for all of this. With that railway and this one, we just don't have room for all of it. So today I have a new idea to add elevation to our city, kind of like this. So there's still going to be this roadway here, but it's going to be a little bit different in terms of what's going to be up there. So there's not going to be a train coming through here anymore, and I'm actually going to steal those minifigures from there entirely, and they're going to be put somewhere else, potentially right back up here. Who knows? But I really want to try this new idea and see how it looks. So we're going to take some things down and just see how we're doing. So I'll check back in with you guys really quickly. Boom. Same camera angle and everything, but everything's gone. Notice how I've taken 3 buildings or 3 sections out, a helicopter and 3 cars and some bikes out, and it makes this much space. This was actually the original problem I had with this city, was that I had way too much room extra based on how I had this layout. I have a lot of Legos, but I've compacted it somehow into this small of a space. So today we are going to add in a new elevated section. And it's going to drop down on this side, and it's going to come up on this side. So we're going to have this roadway going down the center and 2 sets of stairs, potentially, or an elevator. Who knows? I really have always wanted an elevator in my city, and we just have never had a reason to. So today we might do that, but I just want to do some quick little builds, put them up, and we'll see where we get from there. So I'll be right back. Okay, and the first major progress into this project is finally done. And this is like my 6th time recording this section of the video. So if I sound a little worn out of this already, that's why, because I've said the same thing like 6 times now, and sadly just things keep happening. So hopefully it doesn't in this cut. So here is what we have, and it's obviously a lot different. It's got more black than gray in the yellows. It's a big difference, big contrast. Don't worry, everything will be fine with that. So you can't see a lot of it, but here is the big change. There is green in the center, which is something new. I've been adding a lot of greenery to my city, and I just really like how it looks. It just adds so much nature to the city. It just looks so good. So there's going to be a new section in there. I might do some water in there, but don't get your hopes up with that. But you will notice it's lacking right now. I'm not going to lie. It is not the best start. The supports I'm thinking about changing. I might try and do something crazy with that, but I don't want to get you guys' hopes up. But you don't even know what I'm doing. Totally. So up here, we're going to have some shops or markets or something. I just really want some more shops or something like that. Now, we currently have a Target. And I kind of want to keep implementing more and more real life stores or markets into there. So I might do some research and we might get one of those in there somewhere. Maybe. Who knows? Now, I need to finish some things because obviously this is too low. I need to elevate that more. And obviously I don't want those supports fully. I'm also wondering if I still want in this museum. And if so, where should I put it? Because I don't think it's going to work here anymore. I could maybe put it there, but I could also mod it, so we might mod that. And then I also, of course, have what was underneath the train station. That will still fit here, but I'm wondering if it's gonna look right now, because it's obviously way too big now. So we might change this as well, just because it's not really looking great for this space. So I'm gonna do some more building, and then I'll be right back. And here it is so far. We're at a really good phase right now that I really wanted to show what I was doing, just so that it was easier to explain. So first off, this building here, this is, I'm gonna call it a building, it's more like a tunnel, is going to be built into the pedestrian area. So it's built into this wall here that we originally had going all the way to our back wall. This now is connected to it. So it's easy to disconnect, but it's connected, which means that the staircase is actually not blocking the target, and it makes it really easy just to, oh, hey, there's the stairs. Boom, I can walk up it. Now, we're also going to build in the shops and stuff. Well, not really shops, but these stands that we originally had underneath there. I have made a decision. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be built in right there. They're going to just slide in, be built all the way fully in. That's going to be awesome because I really want to have that ability. So you can see that we obviously have a new retaining wall. So we have more like tunnel system. So there's a lot of curves, arcs, and stuff like that. That does make it so that only certain vehicles can fit under there. Obviously, our cars that we did have there can fit under there still. Now, there's two more on either side. Those are for pedestrians. So the pedestrians can walk in and out. And I'll probably have some people coming this way and some people walking that way on there. And this one, I'm going to do some sort of centerpiece. I might do a tree. I've really been thinking of a tree. I don't know why. I really just kind of want a tree there. So we might put a tree there. We might not. We might do something else. Maybe a statue. A statue could be really cool. So who knows what I'm going to put there right now. But I really wanted to show this because it is a huge step in the right direction. We have a lot more done, which is exciting because I honestly didn't think I was going to get this far. And hey, here we are. So I'm going to keep working at getting some parts to finish up the front here. And then we are going to build in our little stands. Now, one thing to quickly note before I do that is this side wall is open. And I'm thinking, of course, we're going to have the stands on either side, obviously, but that's not going to build up a full wall there. So we might build in a building into there. So mod something. And this also, with this design, the museum cannot go here anymore because that would totally block one of the entrances. So here we go. That's how it is. And yeah. So I'm going to need to find a new room for that, or I'm going to need to rebuild that. So there are a few ideas. And we just got the tuning workshop. I don't think the tuning workshop will fit there. So I might, if I really like that set, we might try and make room for it right in this spot here, but who knows? Still haven't built that set. But yeah. So I'm going to finish up this wall here, and I might lay in the plates for the shops, and then I'll be back. So I'll be right back. Okay, it is the next day, and overnight I made a lot of progress on this, as you can see. The whole front is done now, and it looks really, really good in my opinion. I have the walkways on the inside on all three of the sections actually. So if we look, there's going to be a center platform. I don't know what I want to put there yet, but it's definitely a cool concept in there. And then we can have buildings or stands on the sides here. They can't be too crazy big, just because they'll stick out too far. So I'm trying to figure out some ideas, but that is of course the next step. Now, you will notice the Legoland stuff has actually been transformed into the front of here. It looks really nice, actually. I really like how it turned out. And that includes almost all of the parts except for these and some green that I have replaced with that green there on the bottom. So the next step is to do some of the interior work. I'm saving the top for last just because that's the easiest to get to and that's the easiest to change a ton. So I'm going to work on the inside, and then I will be back. So I'll do that really quick, and I'll see you guys in a minute. And here it is so far. We completed probably the easiest process, surprisingly, which was the interior of the whole tunnel. And I love it. I really love the buildings and things that I put in there, the little details that we had originally underneath the train station, but now here. And also, I finally found a good spot for that donut shop that we had been storing over in our pedestrian area here. So if you remember, it was sitting right here in this corner. But that's actually where our next build will go. Hopefully it's our next build. I keep saying it's gonna be our next build, and then I just start doing other things. But honestly, I don't know what else I could build other than that now. But so we have that donut one, and I didn't even show you, but we have this newspaper stand here as well. I originally had that underneath my train station. It got removed for a while, and you might remember, based on, you know, this was the outline of it. It really wasn't too crazy, but we have almost all that in here, and we even have the little postcard stand here, or magazine, or whatever, from the coffee shop. Speaking of the coffee shop, we might build some sort of coffee shop up on here, but I'm really not sure yet. And we also did put stuff in the center here. We put some benches, and they look very, very train station or subway-like. And they're actually for a bus station, because surprisingly, the bus it doesn't really fit over this little bump here, but see, but it fits in the tunnel, so it makes sense that we would have some benches there. So again, not really, see, it doesn't really come out, but other than coming out, it's literally just these pieces, I think. So I might just modify the bus a little bit. To be honest, I've wanted to, but we might mod that up a bit, and then it will be perfect. I also am going to add our bus stop sign, which I have right here somewhere. Don't know where yet, but I kind of wanted it to be at that level of the stoplight that we have, but I don't know that it'll be possible. So the interior of that section is done, which means that the next part is buildings and the upper area, which, to be honest, as much as I want to get to that, I don't think we're going to have time in this video to build that upper section. So expect a video like this, just with like part 2 or something like that attached to it, because this is definitely a work in progress, and I'm excited to continue it. I just don't think we have time in this video. So leave in the comments down below what you want to see up on the top, what type of buildings you want to see. Again, I kind of want to do another real life building, so if there's a store that you love or something like that that you really enjoy, let me know in the comments down below. Even if it's just some sort of store, like, oh, I really like a comic book store, okay? I can look up comic book stores, and we could potentially build that, but don't put comic book store, because I don't want to build a comic book store. But if you have any other suggestions, let me know, and I can try and build one, and we can see what happens. I'm really excited to see how this area transforms over time, and I am excited for what you guys think about it so far. So let me know in the comments down below what you want to see. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and consider subscribing if you enjoyed the content here. You don't want to miss part 2 of this video, because I promise you it's going to be cool. For now, that's all I've got, and this is Cool1177 saying over and out, guys.